foot is asleep and it's tingling. I'm eating some grapes. Drink some water. It's a good day. I can fly. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to be back. Not back, I don't know. I haven't done a sit down video in a while. I haven't talked to you guys in a little bit, so I decided to do a Q&A today and I'm excited. Gonna give you guys basically a life update, what the heck has been going on in Maddie's life, because honestly I don't even know, so this should be interesting. But before we get started, I have a serious question for all of you. Like, actually serious. Do y'all ever do this? It's more funny when you're around people. When you're by yourself and doing this to a camera, it's not that funny. Anyway, okay, so I posted on my Instagram story yesterday to ask me some questions. So basically I'm gonna answer them. Simple as that. The first question is the next place we plan to travel / vacation to. Fall break is coming up. I don't even know what the dates are. But me and my friends are planning on going to San Francisco. That's like 90%. That's like a 90% chance that it's happening. I don't really know what would get in the way of that, so catch me there. I am pumped. So I get a lot of questions as to why I don't live in the sorority house, so let me just explain why. First of all, I've got a cat. I can't have a cat in the sorority house. I think it would be an awesome opportunity to live in the house, but personally, I don't think it really fits my vibe. I'm a very independent person who likes their me time and kind of a lot of me time. I don't know. I've always grown up that way. I'm an only child. I think being an only child kind of not forced me, but kind of led me in the direction of myself, being by myself, and I'm totally okay with that. That is why I'm living alone. Also, there are almost 400 members in my sorority, and there's only so many spots in the house, so not everyone is able to live in the house. I know there are some colleges that sophomore year you are required to live in, but since there are so many girls in one pledge class, it's literally impossible. So that's basically it. Next question is, how do you make new friends? So I recently did this summer, and making friends, it's not hard for me, but it's also really out of my comfort zone. I'm sure a lot of you guys think that I am an extrovert and so loud and with people, but I'm definitely not. I know when I meet people in person for the first time who have watched my videos, they're like, you're a lot quieter in person, and that's the truth. I was just a shy person, that's who I was, and I definitely have gotten out of my shell a lot in the last, probably in the last year too, but in the last several years. So this summer I was like, I'm gonna stay in Tuscaloosa and I'm going to get more involved with the church and meet new people. And to meet new friends, you really just have to put yourself out there. I went to church one day, met a girl, she asked me to join her small group, and I said, of course. And doing that required me to go by myself, since I didn't know many people here in Tuscaloosa, to walk into a room filled with 20 other people who already knew each other and introduce myself. Do you know how terrifying that is for a lot of people? Terrifying. But I was like, if this is my goal, then I've got to do it. So you really just got to get out of your comfort zone and just push a little bit, because if you don't, a lot of people are going to think that you're snobby when really you're not, and they're not going to want to talk to you. I learned that the hard way. How do you stay on track with your faith being in college around so much drinking, sex, etc.? This is a really good question. This has come up multiple times, so I was like, yeah, wow. This has come up multiple times, so I decided to answer it. To be just completely honest, I kind of had to cut some people out of my life, and that's not a bad thing. Sometimes you have to do that and just be selfish, and that's something that I was really struggling with, because I'm always someone who is trying to please people and making sure everyone's happy, when in reality that is not possible. You cannot make everyone happy. I think surrounding yourself with the right people is the way to do it, because this summer I wasn't around any of that, and I felt amazing. It was so freeing and not at all pressured to do anything. Also, I do want to go back to the cutting people out of my life. I didn't just like cut them out. I can't do that. Like I can't just like, oh, I'm done talking to you. Like I still talk to them, just really figure out who I want to surround myself with and who's going to be a positive influence on my life, so I'm not pressured to do the things that I don't want to. Do you plan on having kids one day? I do. I was thinking about this earlier and I was like, wow, this is weird. I'm probably gonna have kids in the next 10 years and that is like frightening but like so cool. I say this, who knows, this will most likely change. I don't want more than 2. I mean, 3 is kind of a lot, like money and time and but yeah, of course, I do plan to have kids one day. I mean, I already have a fur baby, wherever she is. So, yeah. Are you going to make or have your own brand one day? I'm gonna give you guys some cool news. I am working with a company. You guys probably know. Posh Appeal Boutique. I'm gonna be making a collection of my own through Posh Appeal, which is super cool. So that'll be coming out hopefully before 2020. I'm working on it, so I'm excited about that. What do you look for in a man? People ask me like what my type is, and like I don't know. I don't have a type. Like if I like you, I like you. But I don't know, someone who obviously loves the Lord. I don't know, someone who's like really outgoing and likes to go out and have fun, but also likes to chill and just like watch a movie at home. I don't know, honest, loyal, you know, the usual. All right, again with this whole dating thing. What's an ideal date you would love to go on? Honestly, I don't know. I think going to an arcade would be fun, or a picnic. I don't know, I feel like that's so basic. How about y'all answer that question? I would love to read y'all's comments on that one. Next question, did you ever play sports? Yes I did. I was quite an athletic one actually. Some of you might be surprised by that. I was in dance. I took gymnastics for like 7 years and then I broke my bones way too many times, so I was like, you know what, I'm done. I played volleyball for several years. I played basketball for several years. Then I did dance again. I mean, I played tennis with my dad sometimes, but I don't really count that. That's just kind of going out and doing something. But yeah, I did. So do you like living alone? Not at all. Just kidding. I honestly really like it a lot. I feel like I get a lot more done and I don't really know why. Like if I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I need to be doing something with myself. So like I'm always doing something, or I'm always watching Netflix. But I don't know, I'm more productive, and I also just like being able to get in my bed at my own time. It's just nice being able to come home after a long day, talking to everyone, and then just being able to chill the rest of the night. I don't know, it's relieving. You got a boyfriend? Nope. Nope. What is the biggest thing that God has been teaching you lately? Okay. This is interesting. So I used to be the person who has to know what the plan is, what they're doing, like what I'm doing next week, what I'm doing a month from now. I have a calendar, I write everything down. And I used to be that person where I'm like, I'm getting married at age 25, I'm gonna have kids by the age of 27, I'm gonna work here, I'm gonna live here, I'm gonna be blah blah blah, whatever. And really, you can have all of that planned out as much as you'd like, but do you think it's really gonna happen? Probably not. Because you wanna know why? It is all in God's hands, okay? Okay. Like I wanted something to work out so bad, but I'm like, you know what? I just have to leave it up to him, because it could be part of his plan, it could not be part of his plan for me. So I just gotta leave it all to him. I can do as much as I can, but if it's not in his plan, then it ain't gonna happen. So I've realized that. I mean, it's not like you can just sit back and watch things unfold. You obviously have to do something with yourself, but you have to realize you can only do so much. And it's hard to accept, but it's fine. Okay, moving on. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys learned more about me, some interesting facts. I don't know. But again, let me know what your ideal date is in the comments. I would love to know. Give me some ideas. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Okay, bye.